Welcome to Anselmo Academy of Music and the Arts, and we greatly appreciate you tuning in and in support of this platform. We hope you're all enjoying your summer. Today we present a live online masterclass featuring piano pedagogue Coral Solomon-Berkovsky and a 12-year-old piano student, Milan Raoul Solomon Bob. Nice to meet you guys. Please say hello.
Hello.
Wonderful. We will start masterclass in just a few minutes, but first we have some brief announcements. Our fall enrollment is open to private lessons, and full semester for private lessons begins in early September. And we organize lessons throughout New York and New Jersey. Thank you so much for this flyer. To connect with us, please visit our website, anselmoacademy.org, and you can easily send us a message through contact us page. Anselmo Academy is a nonprofit 501c3 organization. We are in our 25th school year this coming fall, and we specialize in organizing private but mostly group classes at local schools and communities. Our classes vary from general music education to small group piano classes, guitar classes, violin classes, musical theater, voice, and drama. Coming up in September, we also have a master class. They'll be featured in our broadcast, so stay tuned for more information. Please subscribe to our online channels as in addition to any kind of events that we promote with the Academy. We also invite guest artists like we have here with us today to join us for special events. We hope you enjoy our program today. Can we please have Coral's profile picture on the screen as I briefly go through her bio? Wonderful, thank you. Israeli-born pianist Coral Solomon-Berkovsky has performed numerous solo recitals throughout Canada, US, Italy, France, Spain, Romania, and Israel. She has appeared as soloist with over a dozen orchestras across Canada, Italy, and Romania. An interesting fact about one of her events is that she debuted a piano concerto transcription of Rachmaninoff's variation on a theme by Corelli. The work was written and dedicated to her by conductor emeritus of New Jersey Plainfield Symphony, Sabine Pautzer, who also conducted the premiere. Coral is devoted to the musical education scene. She will be serving as director of the Royal Conservatory of Music, RCM, inaugural summer piano performance intensive commencing this August 2025. She is frequently invited to adjudicate competitions and lead master classes. She currently maintains a full-time private studio at her home in Thornhill, where her students regularly perform and place highly in competitions and exams. She is also the director of the Berkovsky Solomon Academy of Music, BSAM, founded by her and her husband, Michael Berkovsky, which offers piano and theory instructors in several locations across the greater Toronto area, as well as online. Coral is often involved with organizing several local events, such as hosting international guest masterclasses, concerts, and other educational events. Her academy partnered with the Generous Arts Access Fund, which financially assists need-based families through covering a portion of the music lesson tuition. Previously, before pandemic, she had roles in diverse projects, including serving as artistic director for the first Canadian edition of the George Enescu International Festival, originating in Romania, where it is one of the largest classical music festivals in the world, and performing in the festival's opening concert with the concertmaster of the Toronto Symphony Orchestra, Jonathan Crow. She has worked with the Academy Award winning actress Kate Blanchett as her piano coach for the TV series Mrs. America and has appeared as the piano soloist in Toronto's internationally acclaimed Fall for Dance North Festival that took place in the Meridian Hall. She is grateful for the support of Beethoven Society of Pianists Greater Toronto chapter, which has kindly sponsored her Academy student initiatives through scholarships and covering partial performance expenses in several of the local venues this past years. Her family moved to Toronto in 2004, and she was a student at the Young Artist Performance Academy of the Royal Conservatory of Music. She was interviewed by numerous North American, European television channels and has participated in intensive international summer festivals such as the Piano Fest in the Hamptons, Long Island, New York, the Morningside Music Bridge Institute in Calgary, and the Toronto Summer Music Institute. Coral has completed her undergraduate degree at the Cleveland Institute of Music and her master's degree at Boston University under the tutelage of Antonio Pompovaldi and Pavel Narcessian, respectively. During her studies in the United States, she was recipient of the generous Canada Council of the Arts musical grant, and she's currently pursuing her doctoral of music degree in piano performance at the University of Toronto with Enrico LDC on full scholarship. Welcome, Coral. And a brief bio of Milan. Can we please have his picture on the screen? Right? Milan Raoul Solomon Bob is a 12-year-old Romanian pianist. He is studying piano in New York with Dr. Inessa Sinkevich at Manhattan School of Music Pre-College Division. He is the recipient of the scholarship founded by Maureen McDougall. He has won numerous awards at various competitions in his native Romania, and then in 2019 moved to Madrid, Spain, to study the piano for 2 years, and in 2021 participated at the Summer Camp Musica e Cultura in Santander, Spain, with scholarship offered by Albanese Foundation. That same year, he moved to Paris with his family, where he was a student at Maurice Ravel Conservatory. He currently lives in New York with his family. He's attending French National Education Center School at distance, and among his, he has many awards at various competitions. In 2024, he was awarded first prize at Anselmo Academy 6th Music International Competition and performed at Winners Recital Symphony Space Thalia Theater in Manhattan. And in 2025, he won the second prize at Anselmo Academy 7 Music International Competition and performed at Steinman Hall in Manhattan. Milan speaks 4 languages: Romanian, English, French, and Spanish. Has strong passion for drawing, painting, and reading books, in addition to his passion for piano. Wonderful. Coral, I'm passing it all to you. Milan, please tell us all what you are playing today.
So today I'm playing Chopin Variations on a German Air B19.
Wonderful. Please go ahead.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Milan. That was really great.
Just one moment while Coral fixes her connection.
Hi, we're back.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard everything. I don't know, it just stopped
Yeah.
after you played. So I don't know how much you heard me say. But I thought it
Yeah.
was fabulous. I liked it a
Thank
lot.
you.
I was saying it's the first time I ever heard this piece and was wondering,
Oh,
did you choose it? How did you find this piece?
sorry.
How did you find this piece?
My teacher said
Oh,
that I
yeah?
should do this piece.
Ah, good. Yeah, no, it's nice. It's refreshing to hear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's obviously an early piece of his.
Yeah, it's an early piece of it.
And then since you're in Romania, do you know that it reminds me a little bit of another composer? There was this young composer. They do a competition in Sibiu every year, or every other year.
Starfield.
Yeah, that's the one. You know
Yeah.
him?
Yeah, he was his student, his best student.
That was Chopin student or Liszt student?
Yeah, Chopin student.
Great. Did you ever do that one? You should do that competition too.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you
I
did.
won first prize last year and second prize this year.
Oh, fabulous. Good for
Yeah,
you.
this year it was like to the second category.
Right. Congrats. Incredible. Good. Good, good, good to hear.
Yeah.
All right. So let's dive in. So I think in general what I wanted to focus on today is this idea I think you have something very special with music. You connect very well to it. You feel it very naturally. But then I also believe that in whatever music we play, we become the music. Yes?
Yeah.
And if we become the music, there has to be something for me that also physically correlates to what we play. For example, if we think that something like this is in one musical phrase, let's say, whatever, all the stuff, right? If we think that's in one phrase, I would think that the painter, I always like to think that the brush is, the wrist is many things.
Yeah,
It can
the
be the
brush.
brush, it can be the mouth or the nose that takes a breath for us on the piano.
Yes.
So if we think this is one phrase, the wrist should somehow reflect that smoothly. But if we stay here, for me it's a little bit locked. And you know what? If we take it to go with the wrist, we would actually add a small shape to that opening.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be just going down, but maybe, sorry, I don't know this, but maybe we crescendo. I don't know if you could hear that. Crescendo a little bit and then diminuendo. Because in any case, any time as an advanced musician like yourself, when you see a diminuendo, you know it's actually a crescendo and then a diminuendo sort, right?
Yeah.
So can we somehow find this swell? We're going to start again from the beginning, and we'll go kind of through every variation. Just that first octave, even. Can you find that right space for that octave before you have to be? Yeah. Play it. You see, like, I think I don't know if I almost feel it like we have this big bass and then we let it go with that roll. What if we do it? And then we go. That kind of thing. That kind of feeling. Let's see. But you know what? I have to say, your right hand for me was not as sensitive. You'll need to, and then secretly drop, and then go. Yeah, and when I say drop, it's not so much dynamics as much as lightening up of your hand.
Yeah.
Did you ever play around with like flat fingers and curved fingers? You know the difference?
Yeah, I know the difference.
Yeah. No, I mean like in terms of sound, what difference?
Yeah.
Like what I'm looking for, yeah? Yeah, I know it looks very different, yes. But I want like a little bit
What?
Whereas it becomes a little bit more clear as it goes up. Right?
Oh,
so what I mean by flatter for me is a little bit less clear.
Yeah.
And then the curved will be a lot more close to us.
Yeah.
Yes? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. It's just not light though. I don't see any change. So can you drop a little bit more?
Oh, more crescendo at the
Yeah, it will be easier with the pedal. Good. And then as a good musician, any organizational, like musical organization that you have in your phrase. For example, we just said we're going to have a plan. We're going to do a little bit more expressive. We're going to drop and crescendo, right? Yeah. All of that needs to be, you need to swallow that and kind of make sure we don't hear it like that. Yes, that we hear it all very cohesive. Can you try again? Round everything off?
Yes.
And you have a little bit of a curling off, right? Can I hear that last sound? How do you do that? You know, for example, if you want something to be to float off, we have a little bit of a question mark at the end of this in a way, right?
Yeah.
You know, we cascade down and you know, it starts even, I don't know, on my score I have here brilliant. Yes.
Yes.
We have we want it to sound very, very good, but he's uncertain how he's going to end this. So I would float off. If you want the sound to float off, I wouldn't do, But I
Oh,
would,
like with the flat finger more.
yeah, I would let go with the hand also. We'll talk about that more later. But let go of the hand,
Yeah.
hold the pedal, and then release. Don't release just the finger.
So,
You know what I mean? Yeah, let the pedal draw the sound out.
yeah.
Okay, continue.
So I do again?
No, let's continue for now.
Oh.
Okay, good, good. Let's take a break here. So let's look at all the details. Now, this is very early Chopin, but
Yeah.
how old was he? He was probably a little bit older than you.
18 maybe.
18 maybe, something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, really? This cannot be. You think he wrote this when he was 18? This is just before his concertos?
I think so. Or maybe 16 or 18.
It's probably a little. I have a feeling, but I don't know. I really don't know this one. I think it sounds a bit earlier than that.
Yeah.
Anyway, if we look, let's look carefully at what we have here. We have these chords that are detached. They're right staccato legato on your score.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like non-legato. And then we have these big chords that especially they're a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
They're broken. We have a short release on the second chord, but pedal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, and then we go into and then we go into something different, yes?
Yeah.
I'd love for you to show me that difference, not only through dynamics, but through, I need two things. I need a different touch,
Yeah.
and I need a different type of release. So a different touch means a different approach to the way you're gonna voice the chords.
Yeah.
And then a different way you're gonna release the chords, which will give us different sounds. So right now I hear, I'm not sure you're so much, are you voicing? Your voicing is, and I don't think it's the zoom. I don't think it's coming across as much as you want. I would think it's a, sorry?
So I have to do diminuendo.
You don't have to do, you know what? You don't have to do diminuendo, but what I want you to do, I want you to choose a different, that's the third part, yes. I want you to choose a different direction to how you're going to do this part and this part. This is definitely a crescendo, easily, right? So let's contrast it more. We're going to do a lot of voicing. And then we're going to do, and you know, it even says sostenuto. Like, I would take advantage of it. Make sure the pedal rounds off the sound, and then
Coral, I think you're frozen again.
oops, now can you hear me? I think it came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe I'm going to turn off the other devices. Let's see. Okay, so what I was saying is, what if we actually go even further and make this more detached, just to contrast, because this is pretty pedaled. It's pretty long. Why don't we do
so more detached.
Why not? I just need a little bit more contrast in everything that you can. Stop, stop, stop. That's actually not a diminuendo yet. Not only is it not a diminuendo, there is a little bit of an issue here. I would say, would you argue that you want to put a little bit of rubato here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chopin without rubato is like, you know, food without salt. It's a little bit unedible. Yes, so we want to make sure that we hear rubato. Now, what is a rubato? Rubato can actually be easily calculated. I mean, if we really wanted to. We need to make sure that we gradually, in a way, slow down. It can't all be slow here. And I think that's what you're doing. You're doing a little bit of it all slow. Let's
So
use the
I do
rubato
too early
to help.
rubato.
Sorry?
I do too early rubato.
Yeah, let's use our rubato to help our diminuendo. So if we have tom tom tom. Oh, sorry, I used the wrong pedal. Yeah. Yeah. And also, that way, we cannot guess what's coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, you're really kind of like closing it for us and then drive forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's a little bit awkward to start from here. But even if I ask you to start from here, can you make sure you take a small breath from me before? And you'll find the right momentum for this. Try again. Oh. You know, just a technical thing. For us to make sure that chord is clean and strong, can you feel that the bottom is it's in 3 parts? We have this, this, and this. Okay, so don't connect 5 to 3.
Oh, so I don't have to.
No, you have the pedal. What's the point? And that way, it's 2 in 1. I have a feeling you're gonna have a higher accuracy rate, but also you'll have a much stronger bass.
Yeah.
Now, one more suggestion. Can we try just hold the E sharp, and then as you play the F, it will still be in the new pedal a little bit, and then.
Oh, yes. So.
That's but don't change pedal. You have to keep the bass.
Oh, so I have to keep it.
You have to change it on the. Yes. So.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work. Let me see 1 second. You know what? I don't really know if in this case it will work to hold the E sharp so much, because you need a lot of sound. Just make sure your left hand plays and moves. That for sure you don't need to connect. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Are you starting the broken chord? Like the second and third part I was talking about should be a little bit more together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do it again. Like this. Those are together.
Oh, so basically like a chord.
Basically like a chord. And you know what? I want it to be a messy chord. So it's going to be bass, and then the rest of the, like almost like 4 against 3 hidden.
Yeah.
You can't twist it, right? Yeah. Make sure that for the right hand, you're not holding the thumb when you play the chord. So after you play the thumb, move your hand to the pinky.
Yeah.
And then you won't miss it. Yeah, of course.
Oh, because I don't have to hold.
You have the pedal.
Yeah.
Continue.
Oh. So.
You know, that one, I mean, you shouldn't connect anyway, but that one is easier. right? It's not
Yeah.
such a big deal, this one. Yeah. I like,
Also disconnected.
I would experiment with, I don't know, you will
Yeah.
choose. But I would, yeah, I'm more of I really consider myself an optimistic musician. I believe in a few things. I, first of all, very much believe editions, like checking all sorts of editions for Chopin. I don't know which one
Yeah.
you use,
Editions
but
I use, I think the same that you use.
yeah,
Because there's just a few ones, and this
yeah.
one is the best,
The
I think.
Mikuli, is it Mikuli?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, Mikuli. I like seeing that. I'm optimistic that a lot of these editors
Yeah.
were fantastic musicians, and there was a reason why they were hired to do this. I know
Yeah.
Mikuli himself was a student of Chopin, and a very close one too, right? He became his assistant at some point.
Yeah.
So I trust him. That's
Yeah.
one thing. And then I also believe that Chopin himself was very open to other pianists. He wanted to hear
Yeah.
different interpretations. He changed his own interpretations all the time, right?
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes.
he was fascinated by all sorts of facets in music. He loved, as we will see, like operatic singing voices. And we know that singers were never very good at counting and rhythm. So it
Yes,
must have
yes.
been, it must have been all infused in his music. So I would love for you to experiment with a little bit more freedom in all of this, and finding variety of everything, not only of sound and dynamics, but of articulation as well, is
Yes.
my main thing with you, I think. Anyways, let's keep going for now. Let's keep going for now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So one thing, I know this is simple, but I like to think that every note, kind of like, in a utopian world, like in an ideal world where we have pictures of like planet Earth, and then everybody's holding hands and they're all hugging,
Yeah.
the planet. That's like
Yeah.
my idea. Anytime I do music, I always picture that. With all the tragedies and all the terrible things that happen in music in the world and all this, there's also the good things, and we can hold hands with music, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And for me, that translates in music that every note is born for a
Yeah.
purpose to connect to the next.
Yes.
Okay, so once I play this, I can't turn off my brain and say there's fast notes, and I just go. I would actually think I would be you're doing it, you're just not as you're not as committed to how
Yes.
this relates to the next chord. And then F sharp. And then go from there. You understand?
Yeah.
That's nice. And now I'm attentive to what you have to say, because you spoke something to me on that chord that was not a given. Like, we know this. I mean, you've read this chord, so Chopin gave it to you.
Yeah.
But you interpreted it now. That's the difference. Can you continue now? And then also, it gives you a chance to show us which note do you find the most interesting in the change here of harmonies. I like that F sharp. You don't have to voice that F sharp, but you need to have a spot for it in your heart, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? And then let's not forget that it's youthful Chopin. So as soon as you finished, do your brilliant, like whatever the notes are. Yeah, it should become brilliant. Of course, I know you stumbled now, but just a side note. Whoops. Um, you know, I a little bit can, even through Zoom, which generally sometimes can smoothen this, I can hear every time you have a thumb.
Yeah.
It feels like your thumb is very fat. I don't know if that's the case, but I mean, we all have, it's a little bit, you know. But can you try, do it for me once slowly, not too loud? That's better. You know, if you don't put a shape to it, even when we practice slowly, we will always hear the thumb.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? It's the other fingers that actually sing more than the thumb for me in scales.
Yeah.
Like the thumb just should do its job, play, continue, because otherwise it's always going to be louder than the other. So think,
Yeah.
in a way, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Continue? Yeah. Good. Okay, yeah, and that's kind of, that's this part.
Yeah.
Let's continue for now. The next part. Oh, yes. A general comment to look out for. Your chords, I don't think you do it on purpose, but do you know that some of your chords are not together?
Sorry?
Some of your chords are not together sometimes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not together, and you know what the issue with that is? It makes the line sound inconsistent. Because we can't hear the voicing that way. A chord doesn't sound clean and voiced if all the notes are not together. Okay, so to make a chord clean, we need a few things. We need all the notes together, we need the voicing correct, and we need the pedaling clean.
Yeah.
All of that needs to be in order to get a polished performance. There are parts you can have broken chords, by the way, because it's Chopin. I also believe in those, but I don't think every time you had it was on purpose.
I don't think so, maybe.
No, I don't think so either. It's also, we can use it for dramatic effect. Like if you had a part that you really wanted to bring out, fine, but not here.
Also, I can do.
You could, if you wanted to, for like a certain spot, it's very dramatic, but I don't see it here, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that was the main thing here. Now, there's also a difference between, speaking about texture differences. And then we have, oh, is it? Can we somehow come out of this? Are you pedaling the beginning?
Yes, I'm pedaling like, yeah, just the beginning, like the first 4 notes.
I like that, because then we're going to emerge out of there with a crescendo.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit more pure. But I wouldn't get off completely. Like, I want it to be like a little bit finger pedaled.
Yeah.
Until we clear it for the last beat.
Yes. So.
Good. Now, you agree that the second one is diminuendo. Why don't we make the first one a little bit more growing, so it's different than the first? Like. And then. Again, that flatter finger that I talked about, like this more hovering, this more magical, dreamy edge. And make sure this is together.
Yeah.
And then something different. And become a little bit, like I would start a little bit more shiny, shiny, brilliant. And then more subdued. And now, another question for you, maybe just things to think about. The B, what is the B here? Is it the end, or is it?
It's the end.
It's the end? You find it at the end?
No, it's not the end, but like it continues with the theme.
Yeah, I wonder if it's actually the pickup. What do you think?
Yeah, it is, but my teacher said that I should do it like how to say, not the pickup, but before.
So it is the cadence, the ending?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, sure, it could be. Ah, that's why you're resolving. I see.
Yeah.
Sure, then. I just need you to make sure that I like that. Let's just make sure that when we do the chord, you need to be a little bit more seamless with you're probably pedaling that.
Yeah.
As you release the pedal, you should roll into that B. So it feels like so it feels more legato. It felt it felt like it was a no man's land. It didn't belong to this one. It didn't belong to that one. Which is kind of Chopin, but no.
Not now.
Let's try. Let's try it. And as you lift the pedal, roll into the beat. Oh, are you taking it with the left hand?
Yes.
Okay. So you know what? Hold the notes, go to the F sharp, hold the F sharp a little bit longer, and then go into sharp. Not the whole chord.
I can do legato between.
Huh?
So I can do legato between
the F sharp and the B.
Yeah.
Yeah. No? Yeah. Yes, but it's too loud. Do you hear it? Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, that's good. It takes a little bit of coordination because it's the leg and the hand.
Yeah.
But I start removing the pedal. If you play the chord and then you start removing the pedal, you'll hear a diminuendo. Hold only the top and you'll hear even more diminuendo because the whole chord is letting go. And you can connect that way. You can even hold the F sharp a little bit longer and it won't sound, You understand? That's right. Good. I like that. Okay, and then we go into nothing and then starts the thing. Okay, now, the theme, of course, we're talking about a lot of his operatic stuff. You look like you know all that stuff. The bel canto, this lifelong passion of his, actually.
Yeah.
He loved doing transcriptions, he loved all this stuff. But I do think as much as he loves it, and we're gonna love it too. Of course, we love his operatic style as well. Don't forget you're a pianist, and I think what we have to do here, what you'll have to be a little bit more creative about, is the way you do the endings, the piano endings, actually, like the pianist ending. After we finished. It always sounded a little bit square to me, flat. First of all, we want maybe a diminuendo, maybe we want, we can sometimes, especially you have it twice. Why don't you detach one of them, maybe? Some variety. We also want things like this. Oh, by the way, this, do you look at it as two note slurs? Just by playing it, it looks like.
Yeah.
I feel like it's two note slurs, yeah. Yeah, it's if you want better voicing, I would also take the G sharp with the left hand.
Which G sharp?
You see the right hand has thirds, right? Yes, so like, anyways, if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, oh.
You see, because I hear too much G sharp, so. You see?
Yes.
Okay, anyway, something to consider. Now, like that should be a lot cuter. And for us to hear the cuteness of it, I need to hear the space between each chord.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes, but go. You know, he goes for it until the last second, and then...
Yeah.
Oopsie. Good, and you have to let go a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's detached. Yes, because it's different than the singing line. It should be a little bit more detached. All right, then there is another ending that happens even in the fast part when we have... oh, I think there was something disconnected there, like in your fingers. Just looking at it right now. Now I see something. How easy is that for you? Can I see how you do that? It's the end of the.
With the second ending.
Yeah, all that's, yeah, let me see. Okay, no problem. Just feels very awkward. I would also take the last chord. If you feel that you're a little bit, sometimes it misses, I would take the last chord with the left hand, the E in the right hand, just with the left hand.
Oh, just like that.
For me, it's easy. Yeah, I can just sight read it that way.
Yes.
Yeah, and it makes, yeah, and then we're for sure in time.
Yeah.
Just make sure you voice the thumb. Okay, good. Again, that's just something for to go with what I mentioned earlier about connecting things to the next note. Even when it's fast. Let's say maybe it's a fingering thing, you need time to get to the thumb or whatever. Make sure you're always connecting in your head.
Oh, so I have to connect in my head like it's a phrase.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can tell actually if you ever take a listen to your recordings, you'll hear that sometimes there is a little bit of a bump or a hole. Yeah, so that is resolved through slow practice of like very slow and type legato practice. And then that gets to the last topic maybe that I wanted to mention to you, and that's the idea that fast notes should actually be a little bit more detached for me in your case.
Yeah.
It came even more apparently later in the waltz here. Yeah. I wonder if this can be a little bit more legato.
Oh, yes.
But when you go up, and then a bit more detached when you go loose, like when you go out in the wild. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
And it's a detached articulation, not from the wrist, but it's from the fingertip. Right? For all this stuff, can you do this? fun, if you have a little bit more lively articulation. It's a smooth wrist, but lively articulation.
Yeah.
I would practice, I would do a lot of like keep the wrist there
Yeah.
and double, but
Yeah.
only from the fingertip. Yes. And then we just do very minimal.
Yeah.
Whatever the notes are, yeah? Good. Yes. And then, oh, maybe last thing before we wrap it up today. I did feel, speaking about like becoming the music, I did feel that there could be also more lifts in general. You know, Michael, well, my husband and I, when we got married, we had to take dance lessons.
Yeah.
Because we wanted, you know, we debuted our dance ever in public, and then we retired after that. But I remember that when we took the dance lessons, like we came up with a choreography. We did a tango, a traditional tango. And, you know, it's always the most exciting when you get lifted up in the air. Like, you know, that's, you know, the audience goes, you know, and you know, that's part of dance. I mean, you dance on your feet, but then when there is a lift, there should be a lot of excitement. Yes, like, I mean, how can we're fighting gravity, we're defying gravity by lifting. Yes, and musically, your lifts didn't happen so much. There should be a lot of lifts in general here. I guess it was more in the waltz. Here it's I mean, all this stuff. Oh, that's a big lift here. And the way gravity works, once you lift, you might go up slowly, but you fall down very fast.
Yeah.
Yes? So make sure you also land.
Yeah.
Right?
So.
No. But on the way. But if you were ever to dance, you know that your landings have to be very graceful. You can't land. I landed once on Michael's feet, very badly, but you're not supposed to. Yes, very graceful on your tippy toes. Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah, just some things to think about, maybe.
Yeah.
Good. It was so nice to hear you, though. A lot of very charming moments and good choice of repertoire. You're doing very well. Congrats to you and your teacher.
And I was honored to play for you.
Great. It was very nice to hear you and meet you.
Thank you so much, Coral.
And thank you, Vera, for having me.
It was wonderful. Thanks so much for joining our masterclass series. And thank you, Milan, so much for performing and being part of this masterclass. And thanks to all for tuning in today. We appreciate your support in our program, and we're wishing you a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vera, for inviting me.
Of course.